everyone. Today, the session is Show and Tell Marketing Cloud Social Studio. We'll get to know about what Social Studio does, what it is a product, and what all functionalities. Today, our speakers are Bhupender Singh. Bhupender is a 3x certified Salesforce consultant and a marketing cloud enthusiast. Along with Bhupender, we have Jarin. Jarin is also a 3x Salesforce functional consultant. She is also a marketing cloud champion over here in Jaipur. First of all, we'd like to thank you to take out some time on this Friday, 1 hour, and dedicating it to learning. So thank you so much. Next is a brief introduction to the group. So the group name is Salesforce Marketer Group, Marketing Cloud Jaipur, India. The leaders are Anil Pilania. Anil Pilania is the one who founded the group, and he's also leading this group. Myself, Vikas Sharma, I'm co-leading this group with Anil. You can find us on Twitter with our handle @Jaipur Marketers. You can also find us on LinkedIn and YouTube with the name Salesforce Jaipur Marketers. Now, the way it works, usually all the session information and we do some quiz and fun activities which lead up to the group sessions. They are published on Twitter and LinkedIn. And then after each session, within 24 hours, we publish the session recording on YouTube channel. So we request everyone to please follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube so that you are always up to date on all the content and all the quiz and all the session information which we are publishing. The mission of Jaipur Marketer Group is divided into two parts. So on one side, we have developed local talent. And when we say develop local talent, that means most of our speakers you will find from the local community. And when I say local community, which means Jaipur, Rajasthan, or India, because we always encourage our local presenters to come forward and present their knowledge. In India, we have a lot of highly trained professionals, and they have a lot of experience and knowledge, and we just want to give them these platforms to come forward and share what they have learned so far. And if one of you also wants to come forward and share your knowledge on this group, please reach out to me and Anil. We'll help you to select a topic, prepare content, and then help you sharp up your presentation skills and be the presenter on the group. And then obviously in each session, there is something to learn for the audience, and most of our audience are also from local India. That's why we keep the sessions usually in the IST time zones so that we can benefit our local Salesforce community more and more. On the other hand, we have helped build digital skills. So in this era, everything is going digital, and because of this COVID now, literally everything is going on digital. Even we are consulting with our doctors online, we are ordering everything online. So in this era, all the IT consultants must to have the digital skills. When I say digital skills, it means marketing automations, e-commerce, front-end technologies. So here on this group, most of our sessions will be dedicated towards the Salesforce digital capabilities. So that is what we are trying to do here, help people build on the digital skills. Brief introduction to Anil. So Anil, as I said, is our group leader. You can reach out to Anil on anil.pilania@trailblazerscgl.com. You can also find him Twitter with @Anil Pilania, and this is his LinkedIn ID. And that's me. You can also reach out to me with my email ID vikas.sharma@trailblazerscgl.com. Twitter is @vikasharma91, and then this is my LinkedIn ID. So feel free to reach out to me and Anil in case you have any question, any concern, or if you want to be a presenter. As I said, we always do some quiz and activities which lead up to these sessions. So this time also we had a couple of questions, and we call it Yes, It's That Simple campaign. So the first question was, content overkill trends in social media marketing continue to rise. However, a smart marketer knows the value of optimized communication. For a smart marketer like you, what could be a good strategy to avoid content overkill in social media marketing? And we received a lot of entries on LinkedIn and Twitter, but we found that Kuldeep Sharma's answer was more relevant and more in the terms of consulting flavor. So Kuldeep, if you are here, congratulations for winning a Salesforce certification voucher, and we wish that you're gonna make most out of here.
Thank you so much, Vikas. Thank you.
Thanks. Then there was another question. Again, it was under the Yes, It's That Simple campaign. It was about call to action. So call to action is the key to interacting with the customers on social media. For a better click-through rate, what must be considered while using URL links in social posts? This accepts live link URLs. So again, we received a lot of entries on LinkedIn and Twitter, but then we found that Adarsh Gupta answer was more consulting flavor and what we were looking for. So Adarsh, congratulations if you are here. Congratulations on winning the Salesforce certification voucher. And we hope that you're going to make most out of it as well. Now, gentle warm-up nudge before we start the session. So the first thing is please pay attention to the session. We all are investing our Friday 1 hour over here. So the return of investment is learning. Social media and Twitter, all of these things can wait. Please ask your questions in the chat section on Zoom. As I said, session recording will be available on our YouTube channel within 24 hours. If you all would like to win certification vouchers like Adarsh and Kuldeep here, please follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, and we'll be publishing those questions for our next sessions. You can participate in those by posting your answers over there. And then, and one pro tip from my side is whenever there is a question, please do not copy an answer from Google or internet. It's okay if you are referring those documents, but put your own perspective, put your own thought over there, put your own consulting experience over there and make that answer more relevant to our practical experience. And that's where you can increase your chances of winning the certification voucher. And then last, as I said earlier, if you want to present in the session, please do reach out to me and Anil, and we'll help you in every aspect you need to prepare for that session. Now, coming back to the session. So today we are talking about Marketing Cloud Social Studio. Our presenters are Bhupendra Singh and Jarin. So let's dive into it. Bhupendra, over to you.
Yep. Thank you so much, Vikas, for this wonderful introduction. I'll start sharing my screen. Just give me a second. Is it visible now?
Yep.
Great. Okay, I think the presentation mode is on.
Yes, Bhupendra.
Okay, got it. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. Me and Jarin are working in Marketing Cloud space, and today we would like to share our knowledge on Social Studio with all of you. So our today's agenda is the flow of this session will be in these steps that first we will be going through with the overview of Social Studio, followed by some administrative parts. We will look into some administrative parts of Social Studio. Then we'll look into some 3 key features of Social Studio, that is publish, engage, and analyze. And then we will have a small demo which we have prepared for all of you. On that demo, we will perform some exercise and that will be on the org side. And then we will open the forum for Q&A where you can ask your questions and we'll try to answer all of them. Okay, so let's get started. So before we jump into the discussion of Social Studio, we would like to first understand, our audience. So we'd like to have a quick poll around and see how many of you are already using Social Studio. You can drop your answer in the chat, on the Zoom. Are we getting any answers? No, me. Kuldeep is already using. Kitano. 2. Okay, so yeah, we have a couple of them who are already using Social Studio. And one more question for all of you. Which social media platform do you usually use? I hope just a second. I hope we are able to beat Instagram in that. Okay, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. Yeah, that's quite a good audience we have. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so as we all know, we all are interacting with different social media platforms, and we must have seen a lot of campaigns going around, and there are a majority of the brands use social media as a platform for their campaigns to promote and to interact with the customers. So let's see how it all works around. So we'd like to show some numbers, of the majorly use social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So if you see, the demographics are evenly distributed across different social media platforms. So yeah, indeed, social media can be is a really, indeed a good place to promote your campaigns and brands because the demographics are evenly distributed. If we talk about Facebook in particular, we can see that 96% of the users use Facebook via mobile. So whenever you're publishing any content on Facebook, make sure that your content is mobile friendly. You're not overkilling the content, or you are not using CTAs which is not easily accessible in mobile. So basically these demographics will help you if you are targeting a specific audience, a specific set of audience for your campaigns. If you talk about Instagram, a lot of business has found new business opportunities on Instagram. 71% of the US business have Instagram accounts, and they are already using it. LinkedIn has pick up some pace in last couple of years in social media marketing and being in the rank of mostly used social media platform. If you talk about Twitter, if you are in B2B space of business, then Twitter can be a really good place for you to publish and promote your campaigns, because 67% of the B2B businesses are using Twitter as their digital marketing tool. So these are basically some of the demographics which will be helpful for you if you're having a specific agenda, or you want to target a specific audience while publishing your content. Sorry. Okay, I think yeah. So next we will we will start the conversation around Social Studio. So what Social Studio is, we'll just understand what Social Studio is and what capabilities it has to offer us. So Social Studio is basically a one-step solution where you can manage, schedule, create, and monitor your post. And it gives you the ability to listen, engage, and publish across different social media platforms. Social Studio also gives you the ability to organize your post, with different brands. If you have different region teams situated in different regions, or you have multiple teams working on different campaigns, so you can organize your post with your different teams using workspaces. We'll discuss more about what workspaces and what exactly it is used for. Social Studio also gives you the ability to monitor what your fans, followers, industries, and even your competitors are saying about you and the things that matters to your brand. So this is a quick overview of what Social Studio is and what capabilities it has to offer us. And we will be discussing all of them, in our demo and in our presentation as well. So let's first discuss the admin and the setup part of Social Studio. So if you see the admin section, here we can create different resources. In admin section, we create different resources. That is, we can add social accounts, we can add macros, topic profiles, labels, and whatnot. So if we if you are not using Social Studio as of now, these terms might sound you quite fascinating, but we will give you a brief introduction about all these terms. So first, let's just discuss about macros. So macros is basically used when you are, you want to perform multiple tasks on a specific post. As I want to change priority of a post, I want to assign that post to a particular user, or I want to change the status of the user, I will be using macros, so that I don't want to repeat those actions, on different posts. I can, instead I can create a macro, which is, having all those actions already. And when I assign that macro to a particular post, all those actions will be performed automatically. So that's where you use macros. Topic profiles, you can create topic profile is the key thing that Social Studio uses to listen the conversations which are going around, for across your brand. Topic profile consists of 3 key features, that is keywords, filters, and source scripts. So topic profile, you can create using filters, keywords, and source scripts. Keywords are basically the words which you want your post to come out with. You are sure that these will be the keywords which will be taking out all the posts which I want. Like Salesforce is a keyword, or Marketing Cloud is a keyword. I want to I want my topic profile to come out with all the posts which are having Marketing Cloud as a word, or Salesforce as a word. So we can use those keywords which you want to listen. And filters, filters and topic profiles plays a major role. It will rectify the majority of the posts which is not for your use. It gives you, the filters give you the ability to select a specific source like Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or some other platform which is more which you think is important for your topic profile to analyze. Then you can in filters only, you can select a specific language also. Whatever language is comfortable for you, you can select that language, and all the posts will be coming in with that particular language. And in the last filters, you can add a specific source to your topic. In the filter section, you can definitely filter the posts depending on the region as well. If you want to if you want your topic profile to see posts only in India or in US or any of the country, you can select that. Last, we have source group. If you want to provide a specific source to your topic profile, like a Twitter handle or a Facebook page or a URL from which the topic profile should be fetching out all the posts, then you provide a specific post to your topic profiles, and that's what source group is. Okay, so this was a quite overview of admin section. When we will be discussing in the demo part, I will we'll discuss more how practically we can use all these terms. So the resources which we have created in the admin section, we can use these resources in the workspace, and workspace is quite similar to with the business units what we have in Marketing Cloud. Workspaces are basically created are basically a logical and a centric place, we can say that, where you can publish and engage with your content. And it is definitely created per your business requirement. If you have different teams in different regions, or if you have different business requirements, different brands you have, so you can create different workspaces accordingly, and you can utilize all these resources which you have created in admin section per your business requirement in workspace. So this was a quick overview of the admin and the workspace section of Social Studio. So we will get into the user setup. So Jaren, would you like to take it up?
Yeah, sure, Bhupinder. So now let's dive into understanding the user setup, which covers the user roles and the workspace roles. So before that, it's important to note that in Social Studio, users are granted roles, not the permissions. Though role is a collection of permissions, but not the permissions which we specifically gives in the Salesforce or the Salesforce Marketing Cloud. So here in Social Studio, we have two roles, either organizational / user roles or the workspace roles. So we'll be talking about the user roles first. So what user roles holds the capabilities? The user roles contains permissions for the management of resources, and these roles contain permissions for what a user can access, add, and update. So it contains 4 types of roles, which is admin only, basic user, full user, and the super user. So admin only, as the name suggests, that admin can only perform administrative tasks and is prevented from publishing, engaging, and analyzing in the application. Application means Social Studio. So next comes the basic user. So basic user can change their own personal informations like email addresses, passwords. So they can also view and change any post they created, as well as other users who shared in the workspace where they are members. So we'll be talking about what workspace and what workspace members are in the further slides. So full users can create most types of resources, and Social Studio assigns this user role by default when you add user to the organization. So whenever we add or create a user to the organization, full user is the default user which is on Social Studio. Next is a super user. Super user, as the name suggests, it has a super capabilities, like they can create, they can view, edit, disable, or delete all system resources. And this is a most wide-reaching user role in Social Studio. So next is the workspace roles, and the workspace, the members or the users in the workspace is called as the members. So we'll call it as the workspace members. So it defines the action a user called as a member can take on, like social accounts and topic profiles within a workspace. And it consists of 3 roles, which is admin, contributors, and limited members. So these are the roles which they are having the permissions as well. Yeah. Moving on to the next slide, Rupi. Yeah. So next we are going to understand like the 3 main tabs of Social Studio, that is the Publish tab, Engage tab, and the Analyze tab. Starting with the Publish tab, though as we can see on the slide, this is the UI of the Publish tab. So in Publish tab, we can create and publish various contents to like 1 or more social accounts like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, etc. Any social account with various contents we can publish using the Publish tab. And we can publish the post either in real time or as well as we can schedule the post for later. And in Social Studio, as we can see from the slide, that we have an inbuilt calendar, and this is and the workspace members can perform certain actions on that, like, and the actions means like we can add and review the calendar notes depending on the roles. Roles means the workspace roles, which I mentioned on the previous slide. So we can examine the performance of the post as well as the accounts, and we can filter by social accounts to see the desired post, as well as we can see the post publish time, like who from which account it is coming and who was the creator. So all this information can be fetched using the Publish tab. And suppose in case I created a post and it wasn't published, it failed. So in that case, the author or the content creator can receive the email notification as well. Next slide, Rupi. Yeah, so this is the publish a post. So we have attached like few screenshots like how to publish a post in Social Studio. So we'll be covering this in our demo part, like how to create a post using different social accounts. Yeah, next. Yeah, so we have covered the Publish tab. So next we have the Engage tab. In this tab, it allows our community managers to moderate and join conversations started with the content created using the Publish tab. So it's like after creating the content in the Publish tab, we can start engaging with our audience or customers or anyone from the Engage tab. As we can see from the slide, it uses tabs. It uses tabs which can contain like 1 or more columns, and these columns contains the post either using the social accounts or the topic profiles. So the first one you can see is coming from the social account and the second one is coming from the topic profile. So that's how we can leverage Engage tab, and it takes like 30 seconds to refresh and get all the new posts. And there is a limitation, like we can have only 30 tabs in Engage tab per workspace, not like in general, it's just 30 tabs in Engage tab per workspace. As well as it uses real-time collaboration so that we can also view that who else is viewing and engaging with the post that we have posted, or if we are getting the post from the topic profiles, we can analyze that as well. So by using the Engage tab, we can reply, we can retweet, we can give, we can even direct message. We'll see all this in our demo section. Yeah. Next is one of the most important slides, that is social listening. So before understanding the Analyze tab, we need to understand what social listening is or what social listening means. So social listening gives brands an opportunity to track, analyze, and respond to conversations about them on the social media. So it is like a crucial component of audience research. And in this era, it is very important to listen to your audience or customers to maintain the customer relationship, right? So let's understand this social listening with an example. So imagine you own a bakery and you are just supervising everything. And one day you overhear 2 customers talking about your food selection. And one says, sorry, is there any disturbance coming from
bathroom lo unnai adiki danni mute chesi adinde bathroom lo unnai vachinayna ani cheppina.
Vikas, can we try and mute the audience?
Vikas, can you unmute Yakkalri?
Anil, I think I don't have host, right? Can you try to do that?
Yeah, let me log in through host then. Yakkalri, if you are able to hear us, can you please go on mute?
హలో మీరు కొద్దిగా మ్యూట్ చేస్తారండి పక్కన వాళ్ళకి డిస్టర్బెన్స్ గా ఉంది హలో
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
thank you.
We are good now.
Thanks
Yeah.
a lot.
Continue, Jaren. Yeah.
Okay. So let's understand this with an example. I'll rephrase it. Like, imagine you own a bakery shop and you are just supervising everything, and one fine day you overhear like two customers talking about your food selection, and one says, I love the cookies here, especially the chocolate ones, and the another one says, yeah, but I don't love the cookies, it was like too dry. So you begin to wonder, does everyone feel this the same way about the cookies? So you start to ask around, you hear other opinions about your bakery shop, and you start to listen. Based on what you hear, you start to make changes that people like. So, and boom, it works. Your customers are lining out the door to get a hold of your new cookies. That's because just you employed and tried a true method for brands to engage with their customers and give them what they love. So that is all about social listening to your customers and getting their feedbacks and making the changes, and that's how you build the customer relationship. So by this example, we come to know that we can learn from real discussions, or we can even identify new business opportunities. So that's it from the social listening tab. So we'll be moving to analyze tab now. Yeah, this is the third important tab in Social Studio, that is the Analyze tab. So here we can monitor the discussions owned by the social accounts and the broader conversation. As I was talking about the social listening side, so we are listening everything, and we can have the proper understanding, or we can have understand what are the topics and the trends are performing. And we can see from this slide, the dashboard summarizes the engagement of posts in social accounts and information gathered from topic profiles. We can also see the sentimental analysis for the post. As we can see from the slide, there's a block called sentimental analysis. So we can see that over time your sentiment can go up and down based on your content. So that's what Analyze tab does. And specifically, Social Studio analyze users Einstein Vision. For Social Studio, it provides a collection of pre-built image classifiers for the social marketers. Yeah. So with this, we have covered all the topics or terms of Social Studio. So now let's jump into the demo section. Yeah, it's a demo time.
Yep. So I will just move into the org. Just give me a second. Let me know if you're able to see my org screen. Is it not there?
Still the PPT?
Now?
Yep.
PPT.
Yeah, PPT.
Is it still the PPT?
Yeah. You might want to share the entire desktop instead of an application.
Yeah, I thought of that. Is it good now?
Yep. Now we can see the Social Studio org.
Yeah, I think we're good now. Okay, so this is the interface which you will see if you log into the Social Studio for the first time. So first place, what you see is the workspaces, what has been created already, or if you have created already some. And here you can create the workspaces depending on business requirements you have. If you have different brands, you have different campaigns going on, different teams, you can create different workspaces and out. And this is the workspace part, and we have one more section, that is the admin section we call. So you can go navigate to the admin section, and this is the place where you create all the resources which you will be later using in your specific workspace. So let's just say we want to create a specific topic profile. So in this demo, we will be creating a topic profile, and we will see how we can use that topic profile in our Analyze tab to for the social listening part. So let's start creating the topic profile. So you just need to go to the admin section, select the topic profile, and click on add new. So let's say I want to call my topic profile as Salesforce community. And I have some keywords in my mind that might fulfill my agenda, so I can come up with the majority of the post which I want to analyze. So let's say I want to go with Salesforce. I want to have more keywords like Salesforce Marketing Cloud. and I have Salesforce Marketing Cloud this way, or Marketing Cloud. Right. So these are the words which I want to analyze, and my topic profiles in the post which are coming with my topic profile should contain these words. And if I have some words in mind that which might mislead my topic profile, so I can go ahead and already exclude those words from the exclude section. And this will, exclude those posts which are having these words. Okay, let me just move this. Okay, so you have already given some of the keywords to your topic profiles, and then you create the keyword group. Now we will be redirected on the filter section. So you can select any of the language you want to analyze the post. I'm good at English, so let me select that only. And media type, if I want to select, I can select Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, blogs, whatever I can, right? Whatever I want as a media type to see in my post. Regions, I want to see specifically the post coming from United States. So let me select that and then save it. Right. So I have given the conditions of to all my filters, and I have also given the keyword type. Now, if you want, and if you have a specific source in mind that you want to see the posts which are coming from a specific source, like a Twitter handle or a URL or a Facebook page URL, then you can enter the Twitter, your URL in the source group, and then the post which will be coming from your topic profiles will be specific from that source group. So as of now, we don't have any source group in mind. So let's go ahead and create a topic profile. We'll save the topic profile, and within seconds it will be created. Right. So we have our Salesforce community topic profile created. Now we will move in the we will go in the workspace part. And the topic profile which we have created in the admin section, I need that topic profile in this business unit. So I'll click on the settings part of the workspace, and then I will click on the topic profile. I'll add the topic profile which I have created already, like Salesforce. Add the topic profile, and this has been added to my workspace. In this workspace, the workspace which we have created, the workspace is the place where you can see all the tabs: publish, engage, and analyze. So you can, we will be going with all of them, what all capabilities these holds. And let's first just use our topic profile which we have created in the analyze tab. So we need to navigate to the analyze tab in top, and then we can create our dashboard. So you can create different dashboards depending, and you have two ways to create your dashboards. First is, if you want, you can select the specific topic profile which you have created already, or if you have you want to analyze the posts which are coming from a specific page or a specific Twitter handle or Facebook page, then you can specify select the specific source for your dashboards. So I want to create the topic profile. So I want to select the topic profile which I have created right now. So Salesforce community is my topic profile. I'll say apply, and then my dashboards will be ready with the post, and it will also give me the matrix from where the post is coming, how many total posts are there. So as we can see, 31K is the total post which we have come along. Majority of the posts are coming from Twitter. 98% of the posts are coming from Twitter. Some are from Facebook. And with the days also, you can rectify that. On 10th of September, the volume of posts was this on Facebook, and then with the number of days, you can define how much number of posts were coming on that particular social media channel. And in the right section, you can left section, you can see all the posts which has come along using your topic profile. These are the words, keywords, top words which has been used in the post, which has which your topic profiles have come along with. So we can see that Salesforce, Salesforce Plus, DF21, these are the majority of the, these words have been used majority of time in these posts. Okay, and if you see the color coding as well, is just because so that you are not confused with the size, because size, the more the size of the keyword, the more it has been used. And if you basically click on a specific word, it will show you the post also, where these words have been used. So I have clicked on cloud, so it is showing me all the posts related to the word cloud. And if I click on Salesforce Plus, it will give me the post which are using Salesforce Plus as a word. All right, so these are the words which have been used in these posts. Next, you can analyze countries, languages, and these dashboards are quite flexible. If you want, you can edit and you can change, if you want sentimental analysis to be on the top, you can do that just by editing it and moving the sentimental analysis on the top. You can do that also, whatever you want to do. So you can just, change the way it has been presented to you. So we see that sentimental analysis, 63.1% is negative. Don't go exactly with the sentimental analysis which as Social Studio has given in first place, because if you are using already Social Studio from a long time, and if you have trained Social Studio, by training what I mean, I'll explain, if you have already given some sentimental analysis manually to Social Studio, then you can at least still trust and you can check your sentimental analysis rate, how what is our matrix on that part, and then you should see if these sentimental analysis are good for you to analyze or not. Because in the first place, what Social Studio is doing is that they will, Social Studio basically uses some background algorithms to analyze the post, if it is positive, taking some positive sentiments or negative sentiments, or it's neutral. So we'll just take an example, like, if someone posted that I have been diagnosed with COVID. I'm COVID positive, and I got this report yesterday. Someone posted this, and because the word is positive is there, Social Studio might analyze that as a positive sentiment, but it's actually not. It's something, there is nothing to be happy about if someone has been diagnosed with COVID. So you need to go in that post and click on the let's suppose this was the post, and we need to go on the post. This is having the positive sentiment. What we need to do is we need to select the negative sentiment, and then we need to justify what words have been used in this post because of which you think this post is negative. So you can describe that, and then in the future post, Social Studio will be using these inputs that you have given on multiple posts, and on the basis of that only it will show you the results of sentiments for the future post. So that was a quick overview of the sentiment part and how it is calculated and how it is shown on different posts. So this is how we create a dashboard in the Analyze tab. As I already shared, we can create another dashboard using our Twitter handle, as we have already added a Twitter account in our org. So you can use this account and we can create another dashboard using this. So yeah, this is again, you will be having all the same kind of post and same kind of metrics coming in, but yeah, you can use both the account side and the topic profile side to create dashboards in Social Studio. So we can move into this, and I will hand over to Jerin. She can explain more on the publish and engage part. Jerin, would you like to share your screen?
Yeah, sure, Bhupinder.
I will stop sharing.
Stop sharing, yeah.
I just did.
Yeah. Can you just see my screen?
I think, yeah, now we can.
Okay. So as I mentioned about the publish and the engage tab, so we'll first be going with the publish tab. So this is the UI of publish tab. In this, there is an inbuilt calendar here, and on the left section we have the filter section. First is the workspace work, as Bhupinder mentioned about the workspaces. So as of now, we are in the workspace named as Bhupinder and Jerin. So we'll click on the show all other, show this workspace, and we'll select the social account as Salesforce Jaipur Marketers Twitter handle. So we'll see which all were the posts that has been scheduled, for the quiz. This was the quiz post that has already been out from the Jaipur Marketers Twitter handle. And these are the status. By status also we can filter out that which post has been published, which are being about to be scheduled. So all these things can be seen on the calendar view. And in the left side section, Next we have is the draft section. Suppose if I was creating a post and at that time I didn't wanted to post, so it will be saved in my draft section. And in the performance tab, for the post I have sent out, for that particular post, I can see the performance on different channels. So as of now, we are using the Twitter, so we can see the interactions, retweets, replies, all these engagements can be seen from the performance tab. And in the task section, suppose as a marketing automation specialist or manager or someone who is doing this task, they need to, if there is in the calendar, if they have some scheduled task, so for the particular person, the task will be mentioned here. So I don't have any task right now, so it's not showing. And in this shared content as well, like in the draft section I shown. So if we have a content and we need to share that particular content to any other workspace as well, as we do not want to create the same content repeatedly. So what we can do is we can just keep it here and we can share the content. So let's start by creating a post. And by creating a post, we can do it either from clicking on this green icon, create content, or we can click on the calendar as well and we can create. So as of now, I'm clicking on create content. So let's create a live Twitter post. Let's tweet. Yeah. So post two means from which account it should come, the post should come out. So the post will be coming out from the sales for Jaipur marketers and the content. So let's write something. Live session on Social Studio by Jaren. So even it can recognize my Twitter handle. Like say it will. Yeah. And Bhupendra is not on Twitter. That's why I'm not tagging him. And we can write Jaipur, hashtag Jaipur marketers, as it takes the hashtags, and hashtag Trailblazers community. Trailblazer community. As I'm typing, I can see the preview also of the post. And for Twitter, we have like the limit of 280 characters. And as of now, I have exhausted 178. So I have few more. And even I can add emojis as well. As of now, I don't want to add. So I can upload the image as well. So I just took a screenshot of our session. So it will be reflecting here. Yeah, so this is our screenshot, and so we are good to go now. So in deployment, we can have we are having like two options. Either we can publish now or we can schedule from the Social Studio for later, like 30 minutes or 1 hour. It depends on you. So what I'll be doing, I'll just click on the publish now button. So I'll be publishing it right now. Please wait while we publish your post. So if you want, you guys can check on the Twitter that whether Sales for Jaipur marketers had tweeted this post. So you can see that it has been there on the Twitter. Okay, so that was the publish tab all about. And next, and here is the filter also on the calendar side. We can see from the day, week, month, all things we can see from this filter as well. So next we have the engage tab. And in engage tab, as I mentioned here about tabs, like we can use 30 tabs per workspace, and we are having the columns. And when I click on this add column, we are having like two options, whether I can use social account or as topic profile. So I'll be using one in the social account, Jaipur marketers, and the other column as the topic profile, which Bhupendra has already created for the Salesforce community. So I'll apply that. See, I can see the post like 25 seconds ago, Jaipur marketers made a post, right? So I can see the post from here. And it takes like 30 seconds to refresh to get the new post. So it is 1 minute ago post and it is 25 seconds ago post. And when I'm clicking on this gear button, I can filter it out. I can edit the social accounts. I can even remove this particular column. So what I'll be doing is I'll just take my only, I just have tweeted. So I'll just click on myself. And what I can do is I can directly reply, or I can retweet, I can DM, I can give the like as well. I can change the status priority and everything I can do from here as well. So what I'll be doing before I can show you something, like when I'm clicking on reply. So I have like a lot of thing and I don't want to reply with every thank you and thank you, thank you. So what I can do is just select a response, and how I created this, I can show you. Just a second. Does anyone know how to just remove this black zoom thing?
Or else you can press Control Alt D and enter. I think that will help. Yeah, there you go.
Jaren, I didn't see that post, whatever you just now posted in the Twitter, but I didn't see that post. I'm not able to.
Post in the sales for Jaipur market is?
Yeah.
I can see. Bhupinder, can you please confirm?
I think our audience is able to see. Some of them has already.
I have seen.
Yeah.
we
See,
can
you see,
see
I
that.
can also see from the engage tab.
It's out
see,
there.
It's out there 2 minutes before it's there. Okay. So what we can do is we can go to the admin section. We'll be using the engagement macros or the responses. Both we can use. Engagement responses. Let's add new and create a thank you. Thank you for joining our session. Hope you liked. Okay, or any emoji or anything I can add and just save. So that's how I can create engagement responses, and how I can create the engagement macros. I just had to click on add new. Let's give a status as in progress and description as in progress, and assign it to the current user. And we need to add this to the workspace. If we will not add this to the particular workspace, we will not be able to use this macro. So I have to add this Bhupendra and Jaren workspace. And this, we can mention the status also. That status is like when I'm using that particular status in the engage tab, the particular post will get this status. I'll show you how to do that. Suppose I can give like review determining it was the best response, and the priority, I am not interested to give the priority. Assignment like I can give to any other user, or I can assign it to myself as well, current user. And just we'll save it. So we have created the engagement macros as well as the engagement responses, and we'll be coming to the engage tab. My section has already been selected, so it will be appearing. Yeah. See, you, Surendra Babu has replied me good. So thank you. So this, I can reply you only. Okay. So I can reply you. I don't want to type, so I can thank you, hope you liked it, and I can post. I can post to you. Okay, and I can even like, DM, retweet, or anything. So that's what we can do. And from the macros means just go to macros, and I have created in progress. When I'm clicking on in progress, macro applied, and the status has changed to reviewed and determining best response. So I find it like Surendra's response is the best response. And so that's so I didn't had to do anything. I just had to click on the one button, and it already, the status was updated. So these all are the functionalities we can do from the engage tab. And analyze tab has already been covered by Bhupender. Yeah. So that's it from our side. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Kash.
Fantastic. It was a great demo. I think people really enjoyed. First time I enjoyed a demo. I really wish I also have a social studio so I can manage all my social media from one application.
Now we wish to manage our Instagram account.
Instagram account as well, Instagram, LinkedIn, and
Yeah,
everything.
indeed, it was really great. Okay, I think we had couple of questions. Those are already answered. So if you have
Yeah.
any more questions, please do post in our chat. Meanwhile, we'll move forward to our Kahoot quiz. So just give me a second.